Hey everyone, so today today feels a bit more like a vlog than anything else. This is the third video that I've done in this particular series, and yesterday I didn't do any recording at all because I didn't have the laptop, and so I was super busy as well, helping my husband out with some work. And so yeah, today I've just I went to bed really early last night because I was so tired, and the alarm went off accidentally at 5:30 this morning, hence why I'm looking really tired today. And my hair decided to go all frizzy. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a funny couple of days, but some good news. Yeah, I feel like I really need a break, just to rest, to prepare for what's to come, and to recharge my batteries creatively as well. And I had an offer yesterday from a friend to go away for a week, and it's in the UK. It was too good an opportunity to miss. It's very last minute, so I'll be able to have a week off. I'll do some vlogging there as well, but I'm not sure what kind of access I'll have to the internet, so I'm not sure how many videos I'll be able to upload, if any, next week, but I'll obviously catch up the week after. Yeah, so in today's video, what I wanted to share is, I was reading something this morning, and it really made me think, why am I doing this? Why am I sharing these? Is it for me, or is it for other people? And everything that we do really should be, not selfish, but should come from somewhere within ourselves that drives us with passion, drives us forward, something we want to do because we enjoy doing it. So I took a few minutes this morning to think about why I'm making these videos, and I just sort of did a little bit of a self-assessment sort of thing, and I realised that there is something, and I've probably said this before, but there is something within me that just wants to share my journey, share my process, share my faith journey, and sort of positive lifestyle, because obviously over time, in a year, I'll be in a completely different place than I am now. You know, I would have grown, hopefully, and I want to share that journey, because the other side is because I want it to help people as well, but really because I enjoy doing it and sharing the story as well with other people, and feel like there's a sense of community, and that there are other people watching this right now who want or need to hear this. So it's a little bit of both. It's because it's something I really want to do, but also I know that it will help someone out there. And in a way, that's why I've kept it separate from my vlogs as well, because my vlogs are sort of about my daily life and everything, but these videos focus, zoom in on a particular aspect of my life. But today, I really felt just led to share as well, here, I don't know if you can see, I'm just filling out now, and this will be on, I'll post this on my Instagram a little bit later, but I wrote out that quote I tried to look for the other day, and I've got another quote that I'll be filling in later on, but yeah, this page is obviously from, I think I've shared with you before, my Jamie Notes file. It's like a file of facts, and in here it's like a creative planner. Well, it's a creative planner, but it's also just sort of a positive planner rather. So I have all positive notes and stuff in here. So yeah, like that there. And it's a process where I can sit quietly and I can take in the quotes, take in the positive affirmations, and it's a really meditative process, and it's sort of calming, and it's just a really nice calming process for me. But there's the other one, another page, and I include there's a little card there which I'll put holes in, and then put all this together. So that's what I'm up to this morning, just finishing that off. Obviously I've got a few things I need to do before I go away, so I'll be catching up on a few of those. Yeah, so really that's me this morning, but I also wanted to speak as well a little bit about, somebody asked me about prayer, and I will do something separate maybe on prayer, because I do have something that I want to show, But in regards to that, if I can quickly say, I think the whole thing, if anybody has any questions, I think the whole thing boils down to just being yourself. And the problems that we have arise when we can't be ourselves, when we feel we're not in a safe enough environment to be ourselves. We fear criticism. And I'll read this quote out because this is actually saying perfectly what I'm trying to say now. But it says here, again and again we'll be asked to risk failure, criticism, rejection, even ridicule as we share our voices, which is exactly what I'm doing, and ideas. As we seek to change the status quo, and as we seek to change ourselves, we'll be asked to step out into greater visibility and vulnerability. We'll be required to set new boundaries in relationships, to shift power balances, to reclaim space. That was a really good one for me personally. We'll be stretched to do things differently than we have before, to walk into the unknown. All these things evoke fear, so we need to understand how to navigate it wisely, and that's by Tara Moore. Yeah, so it all boils down to if we want like that positive change in our life, I believe that it requires overcoming the fear and learning how to handle that fear to step out into who we actually are. And that obviously involves making new boundaries, stepping out and risking failure and risking ridicule and criticism. But it's not like we're going to get that all the time. There's going to be a lot of positivity, a lot of positive changes. Yeah, so for me personally, a few years ago, when I had enough, I knew that it was me crying out the real true me, crying out, screaming out within to be, to express herself, to be me, to be myself and not be what other people expected me to be. And it's scary because a lot of my journey, a lot of my faith journey and like spiritual journey or just general life, it's scary because there are some things that have happened to me in my life that, and this brings me on to something else I wanted to say this morning. It requires maybe speaking and raising certain issues that might be sensitive to some of those people. Yeah, but this is the other thing. If you feel like you don't have a big story, you know, your story is just something as simple as like, well, I say simple, and it's not going to be simple obviously for you, but if you've got something like you're going through that you don't deem like comparable to someone who say has lost someone in their life or who's suffering major depression and stuff like that, if you feel like you're going through something and yet you can't speak to anyone about it because you think that somebody's going to say to you, oh, you know, crying out loud, that's nothing, just get over it. That's it's so false. You need to understand that what you're going through, if you deem it to be small but it's affecting you in such a bad way, a negative way, then it is important. It is a big deal. And for me, I was thinking about this the other day and I thought, well, the little things that I want to share, actually, I don't think I will share them all, but the things that I've gone through, they've happened over years and years and years, but each thing might have been quite insignificant to other people. Some things were quite big, but I've always felt that I've not been able to speak to anyone about it because a lot of people in my life have said, oh, you've got to forgive, you've got to, you know, it's always about me being the positive one, me being the one to put in all the work. But sometimes you just want somebody to sit down and say to you, you know, it's okay for you to feel like that, you know, not to force you straight away to forgive, but because that is important, but to listen to you, to, you know, I've had a lot of people in my life where I've tried to talk about it and I've been shot down straight away, so I've learned not to speak to anyone about it. But this is really good for me and it's quite a healing process, so I think that's why this is another reason why I'm doing this, is because it is like a healing process for me, and it's obviously documenting and holding me accountable in some ways as well, my journey and my my journey to a more positive lifestyle, healthier lifestyle, creative one as well, because what I'm doing now obviously here, this is a creative process. And I wanted to show you before I go, move to my chair. Okay, this book here, it's called Journey of My Heart. Yeah, I stamped that on there. And I haven't really done much in here since I began, but it's always there for me to, when I get the creative urge, to put things in. But I started this because I had that creative urge to do some like mixed media regarding my journey, and I found some pictures, and I probably haven't put anything in here because I don't have much ephemera, but I got that from a magazine. So if I stand up I can do this better. So there, and then I put like different quotes and things that meant something to me. So at the time, I put here, I respond to the invitation to journey, to a further journey. I am ready for a great adventure, the one I was really born for, because I felt like my life was going nowhere, and I felt this inner calling. I had, and I still have, no idea where it's going. I have no idea where it's leading me, but I'm just following, just going with it really. And I made that affirmation, that positive affirmation, that I'm ready, that I respond to that invitation, that calling that I feel within me, and I'm sharing it with you guys as well. If it helps, fantastic, that's really good. I mean, I'm hoping that this will at least help one person, but I'm just like, yeah, just, it's my cover, I put a handprint on the back as well, in just colours that really inspire me, and I just love lots of bright happy colours. Yeah, so yeah, that's me this morning. If you have any questions or just comments, leave below and I can get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, so I'm off for a week next week. I don't know how much I'll be able to get online, but yeah, it'll be a really fantastic time to rest, recuperate, recharge my batteries, spend time, quality time with my friend. And hopefully when I come back I'll be bursting with more creativity and more energy and be able to push onwards. So yeah, let me know what you think, and just be aware that you aren't alone, because I know that people are sat out there who think they are. I'm proof here, sat here saying to you, you're not alone at all. If anybody ever wants to talk, just leave a message in the comments, and you know, I can do that. But just want you to know that, you know, be yourself, be brave, be bold. Okay, thanks. Speak soon. Bye.